Did you know that osteoporosis, a condition many of us think only affects the elderly, is now being diagnosed in people as young as their 40s? It's true. Recent studies show that a staggering 1 in 3 women and 1 in 5 men over the age of 50 will experience a fracture related to osteoporosis. But here is the really shocking part. Our bone density actually starts to decline as early as our mid-30s. This means that by the time we hit our 40s, silent changes are already happening deep inside our bodies. That's why it says so crucial to recognize the early warning signs before it as too late. It's not about being alarmed, but about being aware and proactive. Today, we're going to talk about 3 subtle symptoms that might indicate early bone loss. More importantly, we'll discuss what you can do right now to protect your bones, stay active, and age with strength and grace. Let's dive into these signs because your long-term health is worth paying attention to today. Our first sign might surprise you. You're losing height or developing a slight hunchback. Now, it is easy to brush this off as just bad posture or a consequence of spending too much time hunched over a desk or a phone. We've all been there. But what if it's more than that? Losing even half an inch of height, or noticing that your clothes are suddenly fitting differently around your shoulders and upper back, can be one of the very first signs of bone thinning, especially in your spine. Here's what's happening. When the vertebrae in your spine start to weaken, they can slowly compress under the weight of your body. This compression can cause a slight, often unnoticeable curve in your upper back. Over time, this can become more pronounced, leading to what's historically been called a dowager's hump. It's a gradual process, which is why it's so easy to miss. So here's a simple tip for you. Once a month, stand straight against a wall. Make sure your heels, glutes, shoulders, and the back of your head are touching the wall. Have a friend or family member mark your height. If you notice a gradual decrease over several months, it's a good idea to bring it up with your doctor. It's not about panicking, but about gathering information. This simple measurement could be an early indicator of spinal bone loss, giving you a head start on taking action. Let's move on to the second sign, fragile bones or unexpected fractures. Have you ever bumped into a table and felt a sharp, lingering pain that lasted for days? Or perhaps you twisted your wrist slightly and it took weeks and weeks to feel normal again? These aren't just normal signs of aging that you have to accept. They could actually be microfractures, tiny hairline cracks in your bones that signal reduced bone density. When our bones are strong and healthy, they can withstand minor bumps and twists. But as they become more porous and brittle, even a light impact or a minor fall can cause a fracture. The most common sites for these fragility fractures are the wrist, hip, and spine. Think about it. A fall that might have just bruised you in your 20s could now result in a broken bone. That's a clear signal that something has changed. So, here's a crucial tip. If you have experienced a fracture after a seemingly small fall or a minor accident, don't just treat the fracture and move on. Ask your doctor about getting a bone density scan, also known as a DEXA test. This test is simple, painless, quick, and it's the gold standard for diagnosing osteoporosis. It can detect bone loss long before your symptoms become serious, empowering you and your doctor to create a plan to protect your bone health for the future. The third early warning sign is something you might feel every day: weak grip strength and a general sense of muscle loss. Osteoporosis doesn't just happen to your bones in isolation, it's often closely linked to a loss of muscle mass and strength, a condition called sarcopenia. If you're finding it harder to open jars, lift your grocery bags from the car, or even climb a flight of stairs without feeling winded, it might be more than just general fatigue. Think of your muscles and bones as a team. Strong muscles pull on your bones during activity, which stimulates the bones to become denser and stronger. When your muscles weaken, this stimulation decreases, and your bones can weaken as well. In fact, research has shown that weak grip strength can be a powerful early predictor of both low bone density and an increased risk of future fractures. It's a window into your overall musculoskeletal health. Here's a practical tip. Try doing a simple grip test at home. Squeeze a soft stress ball or use a hand gripper every day. See if you can gradually increase the resistance or the number of repetitions. More importantly, incorporate strength training into your routine. This doesn't mean you have to become a bodybuilder. Even light resistance exercises using your body weight, resistance bands, or light dumbbells can effectively stimulate bone growth and help you maintain your bone density. Now for the good news. You absolutely can prevent or slow down bone loss no matter your age. It's never too late to start. Here are a few doctor-approved habits that can make a real difference in your bone health. First, let's talk nutrition. Calcium and vitamin D are the dynamic duo for your bones. Aim for at least 100 milligrams of calcium and 800 to 1,000 international units of vitamin D daily. You can get these from natural sources like dairy products, fortified plant milks, almonds, tofu, and leafy greens. And don't forget the power of sunlight for natural vitamin D synthesis. Next, get moving with weight-bearing exercises. This simply means activities that you do on your feet so your bones and muscles work against gravity. Things like walking, jogging, dancing, hiking, and even yoga are fantastic. These activities tell your bones they need to stay strong. Also, be mindful of certain lifestyle habits. It's well documented that smoking and excessive alcohol consumption can accelerate bone loss. Making positive changes in these areas can have a huge impact. Finally, manage your stress and sleep. Chronic stress raises cortisol levels in your body, and high cortisol can weaken your bones over time. Prioritizing good sleep and finding healthy ways to de-stress, like meditation or gentle stretching, is good for your mind and your skeleton. And always be mindful of your posture. Practice core and back exercises to build a natural corset of muscle that supports and protects your spine. Your bones are your lifelong support system. They carry you through every single day. The earlier you start paying attention to them, the stronger, more resilient, and more confident you'll feel as you age. Listen to your body. Those small warning signs today can help you prevent big problems tomorrow. If you found this information helpful, please give this video a like and subscribe to our channel for more health and wellness tips. And don't forget to share this video with a friend or family member who might need to hear it. Together, let's stay strong, balanced, and youthful from the inside out. Thanks for watching.